yesterday, I think I could say this, there's a chatter named Braden Carlisle. And Braden Carlisle is a member of the ACLU union who offered during our negotiation to get me into the Magic Castle. And if you don't know what the Magic Castle is, it's like a invite-only mansion full of magicians that you can only get in if you have a magician invite you. And it's where magicians and regular people watch magicians perform, and they're like talking about their tricks, and it's like a really cool institution, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's like Hogwarts. And so I was asking constantly the whole time, I was like, so when do I get to be sorted? Where's the sorting hat? Wingardium Leviosa! And I kept doing that, and I thought everyone thought it was cool, but we went. It was me, Ari, Stans, Rochelle, and Braden. Braden is our guy who gets us in, and it's pretty fucking cool. The first thing, we're just walking into this mansion, and the first thing we do is lady pulls us into a room with like a few seats, and it's like kind of curved. I mean, like a mini auditorium that fits like 10, 12. And there's a single table, and this guy comes out, and he's like this British magician, and he starts doing like close up hand magic, like very close up. And he did things that looked to me as a simpleton like magic. The coolest part of it to me was that the back row of the room was all magicians. So they were like he asked the room, is anyone here a magician? And the back row was all like, yeah. And they were watching. And so at the beginning of it, he starts like doing simple coin tricks. Like, I got a coin, disappeared, you know, some like shit like that. And they're like leaning back. And then he does this trick where he made something disappear in front of my eyes. He like held something up and he's like, blink and you'll miss it. And then just disappeared. He didn't like wave anything in front of it. He just like, I don't know how he did it. He just made it disappear. And they leaned forward. Like the magicians leaned forward. They sat up and leaned forward. And I was like, that's cool. Like they're interested. I don't know how he did any of this. I'm sure it's like an obvious trick that if you're a magician, you just figured it out, but they didn't seem to immediately know. And then there was good food, and then there was a bigger show. One guy made a, he had like a deck of cards, but they were all animal cards. It was like, the cow goes moo, the duck goes quack. It has all the animals. The lady pulls a card that says the duck goes quack. He's like, all right, I'm gonna find your card, while wearing a straitjacket. And so she puts the card in the straitjacket, he puts it on, she buckles it all up in front of us, like ties him in. They start like a timer or whatever. He gets out of the straitjacket, and then instead of pulling the card out of the jacket, he pulls out an actual duck, which she like showed the jacket and then put it on him. I don't know how he did that. Like an actual live duck. The duck is literally flapping its wings. It's a real duck, which is fucking crazy. That blew my mind. And then he put the duck like down on the table and then like slammed something on it and then made it into a dog, an actual live dog. This is all real. And then he took the dog and put it inside a box where I could still see it, like it was a see-through box, and then slammed the box down, I guess killing the dog, and then a human popped out. I'm sorry, I'm not describing it very well, but it all kind of blew my mind. And that was the one Braden told me he thought was most impressive. He was like, the live animal magic was kind of crazy. And he's a magician. Oh, by the way, Braden is a magician. Shout out to Braden for giving us that opportunity. Oh, one more thing. Wait, last part. At the end of the night, after we get outside, it's all over with. We've seen all the shows. We had a good night. I'm talking to Braden outside, and I'm like, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate this. You're a real one for real. Thanks for getting us in. That was really fun. Ari had a great time. You said you're a magician, right? Like, what was your favorite trick or whatever? And he was telling me about that. And I was like, do you do magic? And then he immediately, he goes, hold out your hands. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll hold out my hands. And he's like, are you left-handed or right-handed? I'm like, right-handed. And he's like, all right, put your other hand away. Hold it out. He draws an X on his hand in Sharpie, okay? And he's like, look at this X. And I'm like, all right, cool. Now watch me make it. And he like puts his hand over it and it disappears, right? The X is gone. And I'm like, oh shit. And then he's like, and he like flicks it over across the space-time continuum. And he's like, open your hand. Well, you can barely see it anymore. But then there was an X on my fucking palm. It's a perfect X. I just washed my hands at climbing, so it's almost gone. But it was right here. There was an X on my palm. And I swear to God, he never had contact with my hand. I promise you, I was genuinely impressed because he did this off the cuff. Like he did it after I asked him. He asked me which hand. The other hand didn't have an X on it. I was really impressed. So Braden, that was hype. He put the X on there before. Yeah, but I just don't know when. You know, I'm aware if somebody grabs my hand and Sharpies it, bro. It wasn't an ugly X, like someone rushed it. It was like a very clean, perfect X right in the middle of my palm. I think he can stop time. Not to disrespect, but do you think a person that had the power to stop time would be an entry-level magician? That's what they would use that for? I mean, what couldn't you use it to, like, rob a bank or something? What else would you do? I mean, I guess I would be a mastery-level magician. He's magic, not evil. Okay, what if he uses the ability to stop time to, like, save lives? What about that? He's not a hero. Okay, he's not evil, and he's not a hero. He's morally gray. You guys are ascribing a lot to Braden here. He might just be a magician who learned some kind of trick that I didn't know what it was. Entry-level magician, I'm getting slandered. I'm sorry. I mean, not a fucking touring... You're not David Blaine, bro. That's all I was saying, all right? I get you into the castle and voodoo the shit out of you and get... Anyway, he can stop time. End of the day, that's what we're talking about.